What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Many of you guys do not like my takes on Mr. Colin Kaepernick. And of course, I don't really like the guy. I'm a 49ers fan. I don't like Colin Kaepernick. I think he is fake. I think that none of this stuff was about the revolution. It was about the fact that, after Jim Harbaugh left, he was exposed. He's not a good quarterback as he was in that system, and he got exposed and he couldn't play. He took a knee after being benched, and whatever the case is, right? So he wanted to, he doesn't want to play football. Okay, he didn't. Now let me just deal with this if I can. He has a lawsuit that he won in the NFL, won a lot of money. Then he was about to get his career back, and he was invited to do a workout somewhere in Atlanta. He was like, didn't want to do it. He took it to a high school. I mean, so you couple that with a bad attitude, not that good of a quarterback, and not being able to probably adjust in the modern system of the NFL, and you get Kaepernick. What does Kaepernick end up doing after talking all this stuff? The NFL is a slave yard for athletes. What is he doing now? He's now begging. He's begging the Jets to be signed on the practice squad after Aaron Rodgers went down with a serious injury. Now, let me just say with this, okay? I'll just read a little bit of it. Joe, this is the Joe Douglas, the general manager of the Jets. I hope this finds you in great spirits, desires the less than ideal start to a big season. I'm wishing you, your staff, and the players a great game this weekend as you look to bounce back. I'm writing, of course, in response to the unfortunate loss of Aaron Rodgers. I know the aspirations seasons were and still are to win a championship. And so that Hall of Fame size hole will need to be filled as best as possible to keep the team on the Super Bowl track. As of right now, Zach Wilson is charged with that task, and I wish him and the rest of the team the best moving forward. However, I know there are currently depth issues at the position, and I've heard that the backup spot is most likely to be filled with the veteran quarterback. As much as I would love the opportunity to fill that spot, I'm writing you in hopes that you can imagine a much different approach involving me. I would be honored and extremely grateful for the opportunity to come in and lead the practice squad. I would do this with the sole mission of getting your defense ready each week. If I were able to fill this role for the team, I believe this allows for multiple things. Okay. Now we want to get the team ready for the practice squad. Okay. This was a guy who was a star, started in the Super Bowl, almost won it. And now you are begging for a spot on the practice squad. That's because you have a shitty attitude, young man. And this is what happens when you figure out that. And listen, I'm a person that's a pro-black. I believe in justice for African Americans. But see, what he did was taking a knee at the national, during the national anthem. That didn't have anything to do with, in my honest opinion, racial justice at all. Didn't have anything to do with that. Okay? Nothing. That was about greed. I'm not playing. It's a tantrum. So then you got all these people involved in that, and you're buffoonery when really you wanted to play football, but you didn't know how to deal with being benched. So now here you are, being a problem for the NFL the last 7 years, wanting to play, talking about how it's a slave thing. You went over to Africa and all sorts of this kind of stuff, phony pro-blacks and all kind of crap you're doing, only to beg to be on the practice squad because don't nobody care about you no more. You thought they cared about you, just like they thought that you cared about them, and they don't. And now you're a has-been, okay? Because you don't know how to play the game. If you want to make social change, you use your platform and who you are, because you ain't heard about him doing nothing like that since then. He didn't change his spirit now. Now he ain't worried about that. But if you want to change stuff, work with your community to change those things. Work with the environment to change those things. Bring resources into communities and educate. But it ain't the NFL's fault that you got black on black crime or police brutality. The NFL ain't nothing to do with that. Or the NBA. The NBA, in fact, and the players can give light to that. Just like, quote unquote, which I don't really agree that they did much about that, but Black Lives Matter, things like that. You use your own personal platform and your own notoriety to help the people by organizing. Because look at what Tariq Nasheed did. Tariq Nasheed was able to raise damn near $2 million for the Hidden History Museum. You mean that Colin Kaepernick, with his particular profile and access to money, he can't do things for the black youth or for black businesses and stuff like that? Look what Dion's doing. There are different ways to do things. You did it out of greed. You did it out of spite. You didn't do it for the people. Now you're begging the same people back that you was talking about. They slave masters and all kind of stuff, which we understand that, yes, there's a level of that there, but why are you begging them? Like, for example, I know that America can be racist. I don't live there. Love America to a certain degree. Well, I haven't lived there in 8 years. I'm over here in Africa where I can be a man. Okay. But what about you? These are the same people you're begging. Just let me get on the practice squad. Okay. It's almost like the rich man and Lazarus. If I can just get some crumbs from your table, it's crazy. But see, you didn't think about your actions. And let me tell you something. You guys out there that want to have an attitude with people, got a Nike deal, all of that. Now all that's gone. 35 years old. Hang it up, son. It's over. All right? It's completely over now. It's over and done with. Completely done. You had your chance. You blew it. You blew it because you're immature. Black people ain't doing no better or no worse since you threw that tantrum. We got just as many problems, just as much as police brutality, and we got one less black quarterback playing in the NFL because of your stupid self. Now you begging these people. What a hypocrite. Now you begging them, anybody give me a chance. When they was trying to give you a chance, you could have get back in the league. Look at what you did. You threw a goddamn tantrum. Look at what you did. Okay? Your fault. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Which is far you just heard the bell. We're out.